Well, glad you could join us. It is time for TV47 at 1. My name is Alela. Lots lined up for you, and indeed a comprehensive bulletin just to keep you posted. We start off where President William Ruto has received the report on the framework for preparations for victims of human rights violations at State House here in Nairobi from KNCHR or HCR and the chair Clarice Oganga. Now, President Ruto said the government allocated 2 billion Kenya shillings towards compensation and repatriation for those who have suffered verified harm arising from protests, injured citizens, affected families, businesses that were lost, as well as law enforcement officers injured in the course of their duties. Let's listen in.
Let me also be clear about what these payments are and what they are not. They are not the price of life, of pain, or of loss. No amount of money could ever be. The Kenya shillings 2 billion we have committed cannot replace a son or a daughter. It cannot restore years and lot of trauma. It cannot fully compensate a family, a trader, or a community for all that has been taken away from them. What it does represent is the state's acknowledgement that harm occurred, that victims matter, and that a nation heals by tending to its wounds rather than pretending they do not exist. Nor is this redress a reward for violence, looting, criminality, or unlawful conduct. Neither should it be understood as a license for disorder on one hand, or excesses and violations of rights on the other. It is redress for harm suffered by citizens, an affirmation that the rule of law applies equally to everyone. And let no one mistake compassion for impunity. Compensation does not retire accountability. The law applies equally to the citizen and the officer, to the protester and the police. Where wrongdoing occurred, accountability must follow its proper course. I have come to see our country as a single body. It has many parts, and no two are alike. The hand is not the foot. The eye is not the ear. Yet,
all right, if I'm speaking, President William Ruto will give you more updates and the details on that later on. Kenya remains at high risk of importing the deadly Ebola virus currently ravaging parts of Uganda and the DRC. Now, the Public Health PS, Mary Muthoni, confirmed that there are no active cases in the country, but urged strict border vigilance to secure the country. A surge team of 300 healthcare workers has been deployed across 25 high-risk counties alongside intensified daily screening of about 3,000 travelers at points of entry.
Due to the extensive population mobility with the DRC and Uganda, which have reported 635 cases and 19 cases respectively. So while Kenya currently has 0 cases, our rapid response teams must remain fully mobilized.
Kenya has not reported any Ebola virus disease case as of 13th June 2026. Cumulatively, and I know the numbers maybe will change today once we receive the reports. Cumulatively, as at 13th, we have 91 samples from 88 alerts that have been tested, and all have actually tested negative.
And religious academic leaders unite in Limuru to launch a joint initiative championing global justice, dignity and interfaith cohesion. The scholars from Christian and Muslim organizations at St. Paul's University have launched an initiative to combat tribalism and religious extremism, led by Professor Esther Mombo, Dr. Shomali and Sheikh Ali Abdullah. The forum aims to use a sacred text to resolve community disputes, promote cohesion and curb spreading student unrest.
The world is suffering from wars, from injustice, humiliation, and it seems that unfortunately there is no end for how some people can become cruel.
That the themes of justice, human dignity become especially urgent. They are not simply ideas of discussion. They are essential values.
Every human being deserves dignity, deserves to be honored and respected by all. And at the same time, justice should prevail for all the human beings.
Elsewhere, Public Service CS Geoffrey Ruku has rebuked former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua for allegedly marginalizing and exploiting Mount Kenya East communities. Ruku accused Gachagua of isolating Mount Kenya West politically while treating the East as a mere voting bloc, and reaffirming the region's loyalty to President William Ruto and Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. He insisted that Mount Kenya East must chart its own path, dismissing claims that development in the West benefits the entire population.
Kwa hivyo tunaambiwa Munyoro aweke hiyo maneno yake huko Nyeri, aweke hiyo maneno yake huko Murang'a, na tunasema waziwazi mchana. Yes. Mwezi kuwa mnatubeba namna hiyo for 63 years. Hadi saa hii tumeanza kuonja matunda ya serikali. Ndio mnakuja hapa, mnatukanana hapa Meru. We are giving you notice, maneno ya kuingia Meru kutukanana tena. Maneno ya kuingia Embu kutukanana tena. Maneno ya kuingia Tharaka Nithi, Chuka kutukanana tena. Ikome. We will face you humundu. Yes. Tuko jameni?
County government of Kiambu has stepped in to rehabilitate Kimbo Matangaini Road in the Theta Ward, that is Juja, as part of the county's ongoing comprehensive roads rehabilitation program, awaiting the national government's plan to tarmac it. The road, which is under the Kenya Rural Roads Authority, that is KERA, has been in deplorable condition. The county, through the Department of Roads, is undertaking an intense program for roads maintenance dubbed Boresha Barabara, where county-owned equipment have been deployed in sub-counties and gravel material sourced locally. The business community has embraced the initiative, where they said that the construction of the road will resuscitate their businesses, which have been highly affected by poor road network in the area for decades. Okay, hundreds of farmers from 2 settlement schemes in Laikipia County took to the streets to protest a fencing project around Marmanet Forest. They are accusing the Kenya Forest Service of encroaching on land that they say was legally allocated to them by the government decades ago. Mike Cello reports.
The residents claim the land was excised from the forest many years ago and allocated to settlers by the government, claiming they have lived and farmed there for more than 2 decades.
Sasa ndio mimi nataka makuja manieleze nikipewa title malikuwa wapi. Mimi nakuja hapa na mtoto, na hiyo mtoto sasa iko na watoto 5. Kwani mnataka hiyo watoto nipeleke wapi? Na ni serikali tu ilipee kukaa hapa.
Hii siasa ya shamba hii ambayo tulipewa na serikali ya Moi. Viongozi wenye wako Laikipia wanasema Moi akiondoka tutanyang'anya watu.
The farmers argue that the fencing exercise is now extending to their farms and homesteads, raising fears that thousands of families could lose their land, which they have occupied for years.
Mimi ninaamini ya kwamba kama serikali haijaamuru hiyo fence iwekwe, mimi nitachukua hatua mkononi mwangu. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu wazazi wetu tumewazika hapa. Watoto wetu wamekuwa wakubwa tukiwa tunajua tuko mahali halali.
Idara ya forest hamutatusumbua tena. Enough is enough. Imetosha na imetosha. Na sisi tuko tayari kusurrender our life to God if nyinyi mtaendelea kutudhulumu. Serikali imetupa kibali na hicho kibali ndicho kimepitia katika idara ya land na imeidhinisha ya kwamba title yetu ni halali.
According to the residents, farming and livestock keeping are the main economic activities in the area, and any loss of land will greatly affect their livelihoods.
Siku ingine maliniambia ate dofu ndio ya maana kuniliko. Nataka saa hii maeke pesi tuonane. Makiweke pesi majue hakuna kitu ingine ni kuwana. Kwa maana ishaba ni yangu.
They also maintain that previous court decisions affirmed their ownership rights and urged government agencies responsible for land matters to protect them from what they term as continued uncertainty.
Tuongei sana hii mambo. Markoko na KFS wamefanya tustaki serikali yako kotini. Wanakujaga Sunday, wanaweka vikingi. Tukiamuka asubuhi Jumatatu, sisi tunakuta vikingi imewekwa. Sisi tunangoa na kukata.
As the standoff over the dispute of land continues, residents are now calling for urgent interventions from the government to establish the exact boundaries between the forest reserve and the settlement schemes. Mike Chelo, TV47.
Health Cabinet Secretary Eden Duale has cautioned public health facilities against charging patients for services covered under the Primary Health Care Fund. Speaking during an inspection of ongoing construction in BAMBA Sub-County Hospital in Garissa County, Duale emphasized that eligible SHA members should access essential healthcare services free from charge. He said any Kenyan going to a public health center for maternity delivery, whether normal or cesarean section, will be served free. He also announced the deployment of gynecologists and pediatricians to various counties, urging residents yet to register under SHA to do so immediately.
Anataka kusikia ati mama amepata complication barambala ama madokashe ama kasha ama sankuri ama maalimin ama mahali Hasangeli anatoka Baraki Afuene, tumelete ambulance impya. Hiyo yote ni faida ambayo imetokana na serikali ya Mheshimiwa William Ruto. We don't want our mothers to die because there's no availability of blood. And I really want to thank friends, partners, the national government for putting up a state-of-the-art regional blood transfusion center.
And okay, 12 minutes past the top of the hour. Allow me to take a quick short break and then we come back with more news.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m.
Good morning.
You have my rent?
Leo jioni kama tutakuwa tumelipa rent, nauza hii simu yako.
Hamna pesa. I need 3 G's to make my nails today.
Sasa hivi natuhusu aje?
Can I order now? Do you ship? Can I get blinking ones?
Mimi nilikuwa na trade. Nimewekelea kitele yangu. Kitele yangu na trade. Ikikunyuma.
Oh my God. You left me.
Nitumie ni live. Uko nje kuna wifi.
Why? Hi-Fi?
Wait, so what do we call this dish again?
I have no idea.
The cucumbers are there specifically for my beauty routine.
Tamulini kero umeka kwa beauty product.
Na ameenda.
Tunafaa tukuwe na logo yetu. Like, si ni brand already.
I won't entertain divas. No. I'm not dealing with a man child.
Amazing. Nishapenda hii energy.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Saturday at 8:30 p.m.
My father used to tell me that a hotel is the home for travelers. I guess I forgot that. Recently, it's been more of a mirror of my own ambition. Ooh, yeah. We might fail. We will probably fail, but not for a lack of trying. So for the last time, and the first time, welcome to Connect In, the best experience in Eastern Central Africa and its environs.
Saturday at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m.
This is a very serious place.
I see that. Surely. Hey, Nyumba.
This is the place.
Just for a few days.
Rule number 2.
Kwani Google inajua maisha yangu wewe?
That's my seat. It's a chair. It was hers.
You're new here?
Yes.
You learned the rhythm.
This place is run by structure. Structure.
It is a system. Ni venye tu ni system haisikizi.
And what happens if something you haven't chosen enters your day?
I remove it.
That's not always going to be possible here.
Then you are going to have a problem.
Noted.
What are you planning? To escape from a resort?
This is not a resort, my friend. This is a storage.
Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47.
Nairobi, where the hustle never sleeps and neither do the scammers.
Link Up, we are talking about something that's affecting all of us. We are talking trust.
We're diving into the campus life.
Stay fresh, stay safe.
Stay linked up.
Thank you for choosing to stay with us. Now, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi anticipates a decisive petition-free victory for President William Ruto in the 2027 general election. Speaking in Narok County, the Prime CS emphasized that the administration's focus on tangible infrastructure projects such as the standard gauge railway extension continues to strengthen public confidence. Mudavadi urged citizens to register and vote in large numbers to ensure a transparent, legitimate and a clear democratic outcome.
Tujiandikishe, tupige tutoke. Mwaka huu tukienda kumalizia, IBC itakuwa na msururu mwingine ama round nyingine ya mwisho ya kumobilize voter registration. Sasa inaendelea, lakini kutakuwa na ile final push. Mimi nataka niwaombe wakaaji wa Narok mjitokeze kwa wingi, wa Kenya wajitokeze kwa wingi. Tuchukue hiyo kura, tuhakikishe kwamba when the election comes in August, mambo hayo tunamaliza kwa round ya kwanza. Not a second round, and we don't want a rerun, and we don't want a petition.
All right, still on politics. Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei says that Senate will not pay former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua 50 million Kenya shillings as directed by the court. Cherargei insisted that the Senate has no such amount, claiming that the House followed the due process in the impeachment of Gachagua. The High Court ordered senators to pay Gachagua 50 million shillings, that is for damages, while upholding his impeachment.
Amen. So I want to tell opposition to shape up this era of insults, insulting the president inside and out. At some point, some of us might call it a stop. At some point, if they continue insulting the president, giving him names, they don't have an alternative. And I hope Kenyans are seeing, even the former impeached deputy president does not have even a note to tell us anything. He is impeached, and the courts have ruled so. And as a Senate, we are not going to pay him 50 million that the courts awarded. We are going to appeal. So even Kalonzo has been in government for the last 50 years. He has never even done a toilet or even a kibanda or anywhere in this country. These are people who have been in government. They have done nothing. People like Matiang'i presided over extrajudicial killings when he was the Minister of Interior. People like Kijana Wamalwa have gotten used to being spoon-fed. He can't do anything for himself. So we are not worried about any influence of united opposition across the country. We are sure in the coming elections we will win by a margin of 2 to 3 million votes against our competitors, President William Ruto being leading.
All right, we shelve the politics for now. And governments have been called to prioritize small-scale fisheries ahead of the historic Ocean Conference launching in Mombasa. This landmark 11th annual conference marks the first time the global summit convenes on the East African or perhaps African continent. Ocean advocate Kate Walsh and marine experts are uniting with local fishing communities to demand enhanced habitat protections, stronger fisheries transparency, and restricted foreign industrial fleets. These critical reforms aim to safeguard local food security, rebuild declining fish populations, and secure vital livelihoods across coastal Africa.
It's the first time that our ocean conference has been held on African soil. So the Our Ocean Conference, it's one of the biggest global gatherings of heads of world ocean leaders. So we'll have a lot of political figures there, but we'll have scientists and NGOs and actors also there. The theme this year is Our Ocean, Our Heritage, Our Future. And it's a real opportunity for Africa to lead, for us to show the world what needs to happen in terms of ocean leadership, and for the world to follow us.
And Kenya's Mohit Medirata took charge of the leaderboard after the opening round of the Kabete Challenge, the third leg of the Sunshine Development Tour East Africa Swing, being played at VetLab Sports Club. Now, the Sigora Golf Club professional overcame a shaky start that saw him drop short on the first and third holes, but recovered impressively with birdies on the second, 11th, 14th, 15th and 17th to card a round of 3 under par 69, giving him a one-shot lead heading into the second round. Now, occupying second place is a newly turned professional Taimur Malik, who returned a solid 2 under par 70. Malik's scorecard features birdies on the 4th, 13th, 16th and 17th holes, with his only dropped shots coming on the 1st and 12th.
I seem to like hole number 11. Having a hole-in-one there, hit it pretty close again today. Very similar flag. And then just, you know, I made a par on 12 where I should have made a birdie. And after that, I just hit a few good wedge shots coming in and made a couple of putts, and happy with the score that I've shot.
Round one was pretty good. Hit the ball well. Struggled a bit with my wedges and had a lot of birdie chances that I wasn't able to capitalize on, but still really happy with the score. Just steadied myself, said I'm hitting the ball well, I'm playing well, I just need to roll some putts in. So I adjusted something in my setup with the putter and it seemed to work on the last 5-6 holes, rolled some good putts in.
When I got the double bogey, I just said to myself that, okay, you are putting very well today, so all you just need just try to chase the pin and see how you can reduce it. But of which I did. Like I had a chance to shoot better than 1 under, but all glory be to God, because this is just the way he asked me to finish today, and I'm still grateful.
Kenya Police FC patron Dr. Raymond Omolo has expressed confidence that the club will bounce back stronger next season after enduring a trophyless campaign. The law enforcers saw their hopes of silverware dashed following a 2-1 by Tusker defeat in the Mozart Bet Cup final. But Omolo insists the setback will serve as motivation as the club looks to rebuild and a challenge for honours in the upcoming season.
A bit sad. I wouldn't say disappointed, because this is actually the spirit of sports and football, that we have come all the way to the finals, and the game has ended 2-1, like we all know. We expected to win, but this is football, and it's one of those surprises that you get. And I must also appreciate and applaud my team, Kenya Police Football Club, for coming all the way. This has been a very tough season for the club. Having topped the league last season, we have come short of defending the title at position 3, which is still quite commendable. But the ladies team has emerged victorious, or the winners of the league, for the 3rd season in a row. It speaks to the potential and also the work that we do with the Kenya Police Football Club, or at Kenya Police Football Club.
Sweden, Ivory Coast and Germany secured crucial victories in the latest group stage.
At 8:30 p.m.
Good morning. You have my rent? Leo jioni kama tutakuwa tumelipa rent, nauza hii simu yako. Hamna pesa. I need 3 G's to make my nails today.
Sasa hivi natuhusu aje?
Can I order now? Do you ship? Can I get blinking ones?
Mimi nilikuwa na trade. Nimewekelea kitele yangu. Kitele yangu na trade. Ikikunyuma.
Oh my God. He left me. Nitumie ni live.
Uko nje kuna wifi.
Why? Hi-fi?
Wait, so what do we call this dish again?
I have no idea.
The cucumbers are there specifically for my beauty routine.
Tamulini kero make a beauty product.
Na Amanda.
Tunafaa tukuwe na logo yetu. Like, si ni brand already.
We won't entertain divas.
No. I'm not dealing with a man child.
Amazing. Nishapenda hii energy.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Saturday at 8:30 p.m.
My father used to tell me that a hotel is the home for travelers. I guess I forgot that. Recently, it's been more of a mirror of my own ambition.
Booyah!
We might fail. We will probably fail, but not for a lack of trying. So for the last time and the first time, welcome to Connect In, the best experience in Eastern Central Africa and its environs.
Saturday at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m.
This is a very serious place.
I see that.
All right, that's all we had for you at TV47 at 1. My name is Linda Alela. I'll see you later in the afternoon.